Talk about myself and say that I started as a reporter and then worked for the South African government and then US government and all of that. No, I will just invite you to think and keep in mind what you need to say for your, I still hear some noise, what you need to say when you meet someone for the first time. Thank you, my dear. What you need to say when you meet someone for the first time. And I'm known for doing that, so I'm gonna start with my dear friend over here, who will introduce himself. Stand up. Do it in French. Stand up. Yalla. Go ahead. Arabic, French, anything.
Je m'appelle Mansouf Millah, j'ai 22 ans, je suis en web zouar, master 2, réseau et système distribué informatique.
See? Not difficult. Next one.
Bonjour tout le monde, je suis Bouchra Bilal. Je suis étudiante en première année sciences de l'information et de la communication à l'ITFC. Et je sais que il n'y a pas vraiment de relation entre le thème, enfin la conférence et ce que je fais, mais je suis intéressée par ça et voilà, c'est tout.
So I'm gonna go over there.
Hi, I'm Hajar. Hi. So I'm Hajar. I'm a software engineer, and I'm also an entrepreneur. So I have a small company of software development, and I'm also a trainer.
Thank you. So these people picked what they wanted you to know about them. Some went with what they are studying, others stick to, even if this is not the right topic and this is not much in their studies, but they're here to learn and all of that. What did you think? And now I'm going to one of my dear speakers, Rosario. Okay. So if you had to introduce yourself, on which points usually you focus? Like, what do you want people to keep in mind when they leave this 15-second presentation, introduction?
That I'm a mathematician first, a scientist second, and an innovator also.
Thank you. Next, Yasmin. Okay, so why am I here? Well, I have over 10 years experience in public affairs and communications, but I'm here because I supported some students in coaching them and mentoring them and all of that. And the reason also I'm here today is that while doing that, I realized that some of you students face 3 recurring challenges. That's what I saw. You can disagree with me, no problem, but we will discuss it today. That's why we're having this. Next. So who are you? And where's Maryam or anyone from the organization? Because those who registered, okay, anyone. I need to know who are these people, like when you did the registration and those who actually are participating. Can you tell us more about them? Are they all students, professionals?
Well, sure. My name is Ndali. I am a student, a woman in tech, and an aspiring entrepreneur. So as your question was, when we were looking into the applications, it pretty much varied between students who are in tech, people who are doing politics, languages, economy. We have a lot of people coming from logistics and economy, and also we have entrepreneurs, people who had just started their ventures and small companies, and we had teachers, trainers, professionals. We even had a couple of investors. So yeah.
Much clearer. So before going to the next slide, the first challenge I noticed with some of the students is that they usually like, you can go to the next slide, staying in their own comfort zone. They don't want to go out of it. So what's the comfort zone according to you? What could that be? Is it your favorite place with your favorite notepad, with your favorite pen, with your favorite friend? and not moving out of there. That's the worst that could possibly happen. But watch out, comfort zone, you can get out of it and fall in another comfort zone, and that's even worse. So I want to pass again the mic to people who face this issue, and I will not impose that on them. Okay, you can just raise your hand and tell me if you can tell us more about that.
Why don't you come to my talk later? I'm gonna talk about my comfort zone. No, but no, I can. Okay, I can. So, I love comfort zone and I hate the comfort zone. I have a love-hate relationship with comfort zone. Every time I go out of my comfort zone, I find another comfort zone after some time, and then I start asking myself questions. Oh, I'm so comfortable. This is not good. I have to go out. I have to find something different. I have to take risks. And then I go out and then find another different comfort zone. But what happens when I leave this comfort zone and go to some place and then find another comfort zone, I grow. I grow so much, and I learn so much.
Grow and learn. Great. Who else? Great.
I'm Susan Malaika from IBM, and I love leaving my comfort zone. I just love doing things for the first time, and that's it. And once I've done the thing, I move on to the next. So I love getting out of my comfort zone.
I'm gonna pick people. Okay. You're saving them.
Hey, my name is Gida. I work with ArabWIC. And what I wanted to say is, like, the best way to get out of your comfort zone is to move to another place. There are other ways for sure, but moving to another place will open your eyes to new things that you didn't enjoy when you were in your first place. So this is like one of the tips that I would like to like really encourage you to move out of your place, and this can be like your town, your hometown, to go to the city, for instance. Living in another country, even for a short duration, the duration of an internship or anything, can be really very eye-opening. I agree with Sumo that it like helps you to grow. It helps you also to, how to say it, to change yourself, and this can be like good in many ways. It can be bad because you will question yourself, you will face dilemma, cultural dilemma and identity dilemma, but this is healthy because you're just not accepting all the things that were given to you, you are questioning them, and this is how you evolve. So this is like what I have to say about it.
Okay, we heard a lot, the speakers. What about students or guests or somebody else, basically, not a speaker? I'm gonna pick, you just... Okay.
So hi everyone, I'm Rashid Riyad. I'm just a simple student for now. I want to say, like, to get off your comfort zone, you have to know your fears. First of all, when you know your fears, do your best to face them. For example, I was scared of height. So I went in some high places, I was scared, but like, I remember the first time I was like praying, God, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Like the second and third time, I started enjoying it. I was really bad speaking in public also, I started doing it and I get comfortable in doing it. So everyone has fears, you just have to know them and try to face them. That's the good thing to do, I guess. Thank you.
I mean, I agree. It's getting out of your comfort zone is always really scary and terrifying at times, and it doesn't matter whether you're a senior person or a junior person. It's always terrifying to get out of your comfort zone. So one of the things that I do is when I go to conferences, for example, because you're always meeting new people and you walk into the room and you're also some of the people, especially that you're really impressed with, and you want to talk to them. So it's always terrifying. I walk, to go talk to them, and I walk back, and I walk again, and I walk back. But I make sure that at least what I do when I go to a conference is to speak, to highlight before the conference the people that I want to speak to, and then challenge myself that I really need to, throughout the conference, at least twice, a day to speak to these people. And then whenever actually I make that step and I speak to them, it's amazing how they react, and also and they open up, and it becomes a great experience, and then some of the people, they become partners and collaborators, so it's really great. The other thing is really also joining organizations. That also inhibits some of the fear, because then you're seeing people who you relate to, they become part of your network, and that's really important, because then you see people who are a little bit, maybe they think different, you learn from them. Join organizations that are, they meet the same goals as you are, I think also can be very helpful and get you out of your comfort zone and get you to think about and learn from others as well.
A lot of insights about the comfort zone and how it is important to get out of it. I'm not going your way, okay, don't be scared. The second challenge, Yasmin, is the trust yourself, and this is really connected to the comfort zone, and I can see it with a lot of students. They don't trust themselves. I can ask any question, not a yes or no question, but they still not raise their hand. We can ask them to introduce themselves, but they are not enough confident to actually introduce themselves. So why is that? Why? It's not a technical question, it's not an expose, it's not something really not serious. I mean, it's serious, but it's not something that heavy. Why don't you trust yourself? That's the question for you, my dear friend. Now coming your way.
Yes, I trust myself, but yeah. But I'm not comfortable on this situation.
So that's one of the reasons people don't raise their hands, because they don't master everything and they cannot control maybe the message. And it could be language, it could be fear of public speaking. We are all different, and it's okay. I can speak easily in public, you cannot, but still you can be like trusting yourself, and you can be able to give us the message, but in a different way. Okay, why do you think it's also an issue for some students not to trust themselves? What could be the reason, except what I just mentioned? Yes, confidence, absolutely. And how can we work to build that confidence? Going out and talking in any event and going to people and addressing them and looking at them in the eye and, okay, I'm coming your way.
I can talk one-on-one, two-on-two, small group. But now I'm very mild. Yeah, the reason is that for me, I was never taught public speaking. So, like when I see the crowd, I like the crowds, I like to talk to them, but I can't. Anyway, what I learned is that you need to get some public speaking, some communication. I'm a mathematician, I can prove theorems, I can explain them, that I can do. But to really go out of my comfort zone, I guess, of mathematics or my education, I tend to be all, so it's okay. Now I'm old, but I'm still what I am.
And that's it. The news flash today is that we cannot fix it. That's a good thing. I mean, yeah, we can fix it, it's not that, but we cannot reach the 100%. That's what I mean by we cannot fix it. We will never be able to be that good at public speaking or that good at expressing ourselves and all of that. There's always room to grow. That's what I mean about that. So that's good. See, he's making efforts, and this young man is just in high school, second year, so there's room for growth. So the image will be the third challenge. And I want you to think and maybe not answer of the three questions. How do you see yourself? How do others see you? And do you actually care about how they see you? Do you care about that? Do we really care? Just those who care, just raise your hand. I care, to be honest with you. I do care. Okay. I mean, if we care, if they have they see us in a particular way, do we care? I do care.
I think I don't care, and I really want not to care, but subconsciously I think I do care, and I don't like it, but I don't know how to change it.
For me, I care. I care a lot, and sometimes it's very stressing, very challenging for me. I hope to change a lot, sometime and focus on my opinion and my ideas and forget the others.
Anybody else? I will just share with you one thing. Why do I care? And I haven't been honest with you. Well, we should put things in context, in their own context. So how do you see yourself and how do others see you and do you care? Is, let's say I have, I don't know, a conference I want to organize and I'm working at a big corporation and I'm asking for money. Of course I will care about this corporation and how they see me. It's important, and in this case, that's why I care. When I come here, I will make sure to choose the right shirt because I care about people I'm talking to today. So caring should be specific to some situations and should be targeted. We should not care about, like, for our opinions and how we express them and all of that, we're free to do it. And we should not care about it. But if we're going to a specific event, for a meeting, for like facing an audience like this today, we should care, a minimum. We should come prepared, and this I'm bridging to the rest of my presentation, but that's, I mean, okay.
That we submit the right message. So the reaction of the people we deal with have to go the right reaction. And
that's totally it. I mean, you saw, 4 of us said that we were caring about, others would say, the rest didn't. So that's, we need to accept that. We need to accept the fact that we're all different still. Next.
I mean, to come back to the first, to the previous slide, I do care because, I mean, it depends on situations. If I'm in my class, because I'm a teacher, when I am with my students, I do care about their opinion. Okay, and this is for improvement. And I do care also when I am with my family. But except for these 2 cases or situations, I really don't care. I am where I am. Okay, it's not at my age that I'm going to change. If not for professional or family life.
Thank you. So the next one within the image, okay, you can go with the 4th, I don't care. How do you present and delivering a speech or giving a presentation is extremely important. We will not go through all the public speaking and all of that details. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that, and I will be happy to share some tips later or via email. But how do you present, and the tone you're using to actually present, and the rhythm and all of that is extremely important. Whether or not you talk really fast or really slow is extremely important because you will lose your audience, and it's the same as in life. You need to maintain a certain way of doing things. Consistency is extremely important. So that's what I keep for the how do we present. Sometimes when I meet, and that's the 3rd point, when I meet students, they don't know their message. That's it. When they want to pitch to get money for a seminar or conference, they don't even know the message. They come and they say, I want to do this big, great things for women. Okay. How? In what kind of things? And what's the point of that thing? And what are the goals you want to achieve? These were lost. And if I have one advice, not only come prepared and dressed in the right way and come at your best, don't go sick and all of that, but also come really prepared and get all the facts, because if you get any question to anything, you need to be able to respond to it, or actually answer it. Yasmin? And know your target. And when you come to ask me for money, the least is to actually do your homework and some research about me, about the company. I mean, I don't want you to know that I'm a great karaoke singer or I used to be a cheerleader. No, I don't want you to know that. But I want you at least to know what is my focus in terms of corporate social responsibility if you're asking for money from a company. Or if you're going to a person to convince it to come to speak at an event, you need to know at least what that person did before and what kind of events that person talked to and all of that. And I think I'm done, yes. That will be it. And I will take, I guess, questions. Thank you.
Well, as I said, I did not learn this public speaking or things like this until I went to the US. So there, they put you there, you should be just talking. I couldn't do that. So what happened for my presentations, I have the material, I know the material, I prepare it to death. So, yeah, this is like, brute force, taper avec un grand marteau. Eh ben, il s'est avéré que my children in high school, in the junior high school, they taught them public speaking. Also, they taught them like how to write and rephrase things and do lots of presentations, lots of group work. As an Algerian at the time, we didn't do that. So for students, still have this fear of public speaking. I mean, to speak. Your presentation. I mean, I can make great presentations in PowerPoint, and somebody else can do them. I just tell them what to say. So get yourselves, ready to really practice and do it in front of your friends, and then, you move on. So it's something like you can come.
Yes, here you go. Anybody else? Well, I think Yasmin.